make sure the stream is all good here. Fantastic. I see the output, so we can close that. And I have a little surprise this morning. I got everything set up, finalized. We're all good to go on our setup here. So we're gonna change this over one bit. There we go. Looks a lot nicer. You can see exactly what I'm trading now. Alright, so that is good to go. So what are we looking at here? We've got about 4 minutes left, 3 minutes left in the market. Yesterday, serious pullback. Some lows to almost 274, 275 there, not bad. So that's already marked as the low of day. We have this low, which seemed to do quite a number as support here. It's a little double bottom, so we're going to grab this guy. And this area, which is going to be out of 50, if I can get it just right, 51 works. So there's that, and then this support is good, and this resistance is good. So these are from previous days. This one, however, is not very useful, so we're going to remove that one. So that's what we're looking at here. Those are support and resistance levels. Tried to get a push here in pre-market, but it looks like it's coming back down, which is okay. Oh yeah. Solid attempt to get up, and then it's just crashing back down. So this 277.22 is support. Alrighty, about a minute left here. Oh yeah, there goes that support. So 277.11 is the next attempt. Nice volume pickup here the first few minutes right before open. Alright. It's going to be a very interesting open here because there was bullish movement and now there's bearish movement, but now we're sort of finding support. So there's no clean entry out of the gate. So we want to very much keep that in mind. We don't want to force the trade in because that's no fun at all. Alright. Alright, so here's the open. Tastyworks and Thinkorswim. About a second delay here. Let's see here. And open right at that 277.11 support. Good morning, Jeff. I can't hear you. Let me make sure my Discord voice is set up. Alright, now try talking.
Hey.
There we go. Awesome. Just had to adjust the setting.
I'm having a hard time getting your YouTube stream up.
Try it on Twitch. I know YouTube's been a little bit sucky, which is why Twitch is kind of ruling the market right now. But YouTube is where all the streams are stored. Alright. Very choppy open. Opened up right on that 277.11, and we've gone plus or minus 10 cents in 2 minutes. I'm just gonna wait for the trade to come to us. I don't want to force anything. So it being a Friday, 0-day options are a possibility, but those are very, very risky. So I'm not sure if I want to focus on the 3-day or the 0-day.
Right.
Depends on what the movement is. If we start to get some huge volatility and a clear direction, then I'll play zeros, because then you can profit really huge on those while still maintaining a decent risk management. Let's see here.
I got 276.70 providing support on our hour chart.
Yep. Got 275.5 as our bottom.
Yes.
And then we've got yesterday's low of day around 275 flat. So the 1 minute is wedging hard.
Yeah, I've got it on the hour right now. I think finding these key tops and bottoms is also important.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Gold, Aaron.
I
I love it. Busted out of that base. I haven't looked at the spot, but looks like it could be holding up. I was flagging nicely on our daily chart.
Yeah, I've been very happy with that.
Yeah.
I've kind of ignored it the last few days. I've got my long position and I trust it, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing.
Yeah, I've actually got 2 stocks that I got shares in for gold, but it's basically the same idea, I guess.
Very nice.
Yep.
Alright, so SPY's trying to get out of this wedge, but here we go. Attempt on bullish. Oh, are you gonna be weak?
278.25 is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's our next resistance. I've got that marked.
Yep.
And 277.86 is also another spot. And $288 another spot.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we are getting a move here. We might. So I'm looking at the 3 days. Looking at 277.5s. I'm just going to do 2 of those at the moment. We're going to keep it small this morning. Nope, not taking that entry yet. I want to wait for that 1320 cross. I've used that for a long time, and it's never let me down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I didn't take that entry.
Let's see here. 2 minute, yeah. The gap up. We got moving averages under VWAP.
Yeah.
Can't get through VWAP on the shorter time frame. And you can see that 276.70. Boy, look at all those touches on your shorter time frame chart. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
That's key. That's a key price right now. See, okay, so my question is, you trade SPY a lot, and you know a lot about it. So if we get a pullback under VWAP towards that 276.70, I mean, are we dead for the day?
Basically, yeah, if we open these I'd say first half an hour, and we get a move below 277, it's going to really suck for the rest of the day.
Okay.
The only thing that would stop us would be yesterday's close around 276.5-ish. That would be the only thing that would really cause us to take a pause and then shoot back up.
Yeah. XLK is up nice. Qs are up 1.5 points.
It's okay, yeah. I haven't pulled up any of the sectors this morning. I normally don't look at them for the first 30 minutes.
Here comes a VWAP test, possibly. Trying to print a hammer. Here it comes.
There's the tap of VWAP. Our short-term indicator, short-term moving average, is trying to get flat. Medium-term is still bearish. I don't want to force the trade, and it's really, really challenging not to. And that's what I'm going to be working on for the next year. I'm doing this stream for the next 365 calendar days.
I saw.
I said, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. So I went all out. So we're just waiting on that move. If we get above the 20 SMA, which is 277.43, that's when I'll enter. But we need to get some movement. We need a direction, and I don't want to force it. So, VWAP test worked. So here's the 20 SMA here. Pushing, go 1 cent above that previous high. There it is. So I am loading up. We're gonna have to do a market order on it. There we go. I got it at 268, although very high. We have continuation. We've got bullish volume. There we go. Looking for a push to 277.76 pre-market. That little pre-market high there.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's not a pre-market high, I guess it's the most recent pre-market high. Let's see if we keep buyers coming in. Our short-term indicator and our medium-term indicator both curved bullish here. VWAP is now going bullish, which is a great start. Now we just need to have this 1 minute candle go green. Here we go. Push this next move. We need to get above 277.62.
Yep, the high.
And what was the actual fill on that? 165. Filled at 165. That's not actually too bad. We just need to push. And on the 1 minute here, this little 2 minute consolidation between 277.5 and 277.6 is just fine with me. I'd rather have it consolidate there than pull back. Now after a few minutes we need to see that continue up, which is what we're seeing right now, and we need that 277.76, and I will sell it on the touch of 277.76.
Okay. Bam.
There's 75, 77. Oop, we're pushing.
Price resistance. 80.
277.85 is our price resistance. I'm selling it here.
90.
In and out. Out at 179, and I'm fine with continuation because I got my profit.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just fine with that.
At some point, show me that setup. What do you use, a 13 on that?
Yeah, it's a 13 EMA and a 20 SMA.
Okay.
So that allows me, and this is a setup from Chris, our algo trader and options trader. He's been using this for quite a long time. He's got an algorithm that does this. So you can see that 13 EMA crossed above the 20 SMA. That's where the algorithm would have bought in. I like to go a little bit early on a guaranteed move like this guy right here. I would have entered in right here to be 100% safe, but we got the push and volume was coming in.
Yeah.
So the algorithm would have bought in right here. It would have probably been halfway up this jump, and then it would go for 10% profit target, and it would take it. So instead of using the algorithm, I'm running it on the same parameters, plus a little bit of human discretionary decision making.
Yep.
So this move was fantastic. Textbook play, 13 EMA cross, bullish, breakout, everything's curving bullish. We got the bounce off the support here. And now we look for the next trade. Looking at the 15 minute, we've got another resistance at 278.40, but the major resistance is that 278 flat, that psychological trade there.
Sure. Plus,
and it looks like we're going to push that, which is great news.
On the 1 hour chart, the declining 20 was right at 178, but it has since curled up.
Yeah, I only use the 13 and 20s on my 1, 3, and 5 minute chart, but I don't have the 3 minute up right now. Wow, what a huge push. That's fantastic.
Nice.
And I don't like to do this, but I will look at it for the sake of just doing it for the stream. The 277.5 calls are now worth $1.99, which is pretty good. I got out at 179, so an extra few cents there on this huge push. But I'm just fine with the position that we got. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Yeah, this is a just interesting angle on when we get volatile on trading sectors and ETFs and stuff.
Yeah, I much prefer these volatile days, but you got to be very careful with them.
Yes. Yeah, and it's hard to trade stocks.
Yes, it is.
Especially large caps. I was looking for a 200-day EMA bounce on paychecks, and it tried, but once it closed below the 200 yesterday, I was forced to close it, but I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing in the large caps is there's a lot of mid-range trading between the 50 and the 200 on our daily charts, and I mean they could go anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. When we get this volatility, all TA goes out the window. You just have to focus on your major markets, and everything else you're just kind of screwed, unfortunately. But it's all right.
Yep.
All right. So what are we gonna do here, SPY? So SPY, our next real resistance is basically where we're at right now. We're either gonna get a huge pop here, or we're gonna get a breakdown. And I'm personally leaning towards that 278.0 test. But I don't want to take a position against an extremely bullish last 10 minutes. And I have a habit of my second trade of the morning is always a loss. So if I skip the second trade of the morning and just go to the third trade, then we're okay. And right here is where I would make that second trade. I'd go, okay, we're going to pull back right here, so I'm going to buy puts. So I'm going to imagine this is my second trade and not take it because it's going to be a loss. Alright. 15-minute chart is solid. Nothing but bullish movement here. Regained half of yesterday's losses.
Right.
In 15 minutes.
I can't believe how hard we sold off right around yesterday. Unreal. I mean, it looked like we're holding up a little bit, and then
it just died, yeah.
Down, right, and I see the Q's down 4.5 points. I said, "You have got to be kidding me."
Exactly. It was pretty brutal. All right, let's see here. SPY attempted a pullback there on the 1 minute and rejected hard. I want to see a move back to VWAP, but I also don't think it's going to give up these gains. I think VWAP's going to have to come up to the price.
Correct. I'm still looking at 277.80.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with the whole dollar. But we are extended off my moving averages, and we got to let them catch up a little bit. Flagging on the 3, actually.
Yep, we're going to get another move up.
Yep, there it goes.
Although weak. Let's see. Very nice. And there's my second fake trade. If I would have taken puts, I would have made that second trade a loss. It's amazing how that works.
Through the $0.50, look at that.
It's going to just stutter here. $0.50 does that on SPY.
Typically, the half and whole dollar breaks, you give a 10-cent cushion to the top or bottom, whichever way it's moving. And
exactly.
Then, right.
And that's exactly why we took that, what was it, 280 or the 277.85. We blew right through 50, had a stutter, pushed up, and then sold on that resistance just because that stutter's perfect. Alright, so now we're at 39.40. What are we going to do here? And Fridays are always tough. Lower volume on average. I know Chris, TM, our algo trader, he had a chart a while back that showed the average volume on the S&P 500 for Monday through Friday for the last like 10 years, and Friday's average volume is a third of everything else.
Yeah, I saw that chart.
So playing that and knowing that, okay, our moves are going to be smaller, it's going to take less to push it if it does push.
XLP on a flyer this morning. XLP, XLK, both cranking it out today, and that is mixed signals as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. Failed move on SPY to get back up above 278.50. By the looks of it, if this doesn't reload here, we're going to get a test of 278 flat. But we're still in bullish movement.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that true curl over yet. Just having the patience to sit on my hands. Let's see here. There we go. Pull back a little bit. I'm going to load 278 puts, and when we get a breakdown, then I'll activate them. Just need to ensure that we can get under 278.20. I'd like to load them around 278.15. That would be the safest spot, but we also still need to keep in mind that possible reload movement right now and a push up.
Like that.
Exactly why we don't fill yet.
There's some theta on these 0 days. Hooey!
Yeah, I'm trading threes right now. 3 days are a little bit healthier.
Who you are?
Yeah.
22nd?
Yes, the 22nd.
Yeah, they are quite a bit healthier.
Very much so. Yeah, if I see like really quick movements, I could have traded the 0 days for our first play this morning. Oh, what are you doing, Spy? I could have traded that, but I like the 3 days as just being very healthy. I don't have to freak out about entry or exits, and it's just very, very simple. 1 days are my favorite, 2 days are very healthy, 3 days are just like trading stock. Alright, we are going to get a reload here, so I'm looking at the 278 calls. Maybe not. Maybe not. 278 puts. We need a direction.
Yeah. Direct markets, they're no fun. Volume's about equal between the...
Yeah, I don't so much care as what volume is bullish or bearish. I just want to see average volume. Are we gaining volume or are we losing volume? Okay, this is going to push hard. Oh yeah, we're going to push. I am in 278s. How many am I buying? 2. Go. Load. Oh man, I'm so late to this one. Bloody hell. Fill at 285. Not filling at 285. Filled at 287. Or sorry, 187.
Yeah, okay. 187.
Let me see. 186 was the actual fill. So our next spot is 280.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. So I'm not going to take it the entire way there, but it's good to know that's how far we can go. We're on 3 days, so we have very little time decay, so we can hold this for a few minutes. I'm really only expecting these contracts to go to $2. Nothing fancy here. I think that's about 10%, 9 or 10% move here. We got a little push in volume on that last candle, even though it was technically flat. We're going to get another consolidation period here, just above 50. And being that we are above 50, I'm a lot more comfortable in this trade. And now we just need to push to 279. Let's see here. VWAP is slowly chugging up. Our medium and short term are both extremely bullish. We clearly pushed pre-market highs here and here. The 278 was a pre-market high. We're above 50. We just need to stay above the 50 mark here. And we need volume, and there's not a lot of it, but enough for a Friday. We need a push 1 cent, and there it is. It needs to stay though. That was gross. We got the push above 278.63, and then it pulled right back down to that range above 50. Here we go.
Yep.
Slow but steady. And looking at the 1 minute chart doesn't help. Being as choppy as it can be.
Right.
But our 5 minute looks solid. This candle needs to push. We're going into another 5 minute candle at the end of this. So in 45 seconds we'll have a new one. And that might be the one that pushes us. It's trying. Still at break even on the contracts. We're pretty close to break even. Come on. And as we go into this 10 a.m. hour, Europe closes at 10 a.m. and SPY likes to reverse its trend just before or right after 10 a.m. So we're going to have to keep that in mind looking at this trend. If it gets to 10 a.m. and we haven't moved, I'm going to take it off the table because it will just pull back out of nowhere for no reason. And I've been burned by that many times in the past, and I'm not willing to let it do that again. Come on, SPY. Slow grind.
It is a grinder today, isn't it?
279 flat. That is the price target. Although I don't really make price targets because I follow, I don't predict. But this is slow and steady. Oh, come on. It's trying.
The 278.5 calls gaining volume pretty nicely here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on. New 5 minute candle, about 2 minutes in. Or I guess a minute and change. Making new highs every time. We just need a huge push. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first play this morning. Once we get that push, I'm going to sell it into the touch of 279 or let it go 10 cents if it has momentum. But this is not looking great. I'm going to lock in profits here. I don't like this. 10 seconds left on this candle. What are you doing? I'm going to lock in profits here at 287. I don't like this movement. We're at 187. So that was a buy and sell 186 to 187, so break even.
Yep.
My phone's blowing up every time I make a trade. Yep, it's going to be interesting into this 10 a.m. hour. I'm very glad I played that safe. I want to see what this does here. I may go 10-15 minutes into the 10 a.m. hour, but it has to show some movement.
Under the $50.
And like I said, that 10 a.m. spot is very weird. Europe closes, the trend reverses, and it's just weird. But it happens.
And the Qs are turning.
Yep, Qs are turning.
DIA turning.
Yep.
Oh, DIA turning abruptly. Yes, that doesn't look good. I mean, you got two hard down candles on a short time frame.
Yeah.
But the setup is still bullish, so I don't. And you get these bullish setups, Aaron. You know, are you looking to play the backside also, or are you waiting for support and go back long again?
I will play the backside when we get that short and medium term 1320 bearish cross, because that gives it enough time to confirm that the bullish move is over and that we are indeed making a trend change on that 1 minute.
Gotcha.
So I would be looking at, as it stands right now, the 278 puts. But I'm going to wait because it could reload, because the 10 a.m. hour is really disgusting. This, like 5-10 minutes before and after 10 a.m. is a disaster trying to trade.
Yep. Okay. Sell signals in on the 2 minute. Oscillators turned down. Money rotation still buy side.
And we're getting a reload.
Signals. Yeah.
Reload on 10 a.m.
That could be a bear or a bull flag right there on the 2. I don't know what the 1 looks like, but
yeah, 5 minute is sort of wedging, but nothing too sure at the moment. We'll let this stream go 15 minutes or so longer just to make this play. But we're going to let the play come to us. We're not going to force this. Once we get that cross, then we'll... There, oh, what a great spot there. Alright. 2 of those. Oh yeah, this is about to get gross.
VWAP test.
Yep, exactly. Looking for a VWAP test.
Yep.
But it's got to confirm.
You're right.
I will not press that button until it confirms. go. 30 seconds in this candle. Man, it's tough. And I don't want it to just reload on me and then go back up to 278.80.
Right.
Because that would suck.
Yeah, above 278.64, I think we're bullish again.
Yeah. So our 13 is flat, our 20 is bullish. We gotta get a solid move. I'd take the entry below 278.35, but we're gonna get a bullish move here.
Watch out, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it just stuttered at the 10 a.m. hour.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call the stream there. I'm very happy with the movement this morning. If we go back to our plays, we took a 165 and out at 179. So that's a nice profit. And then we were in at 186 again on the call, and we were out at 187 for basically a break even, but we didn't get sucked into this 10 a.m. slump here. We took that like right here. What was the time on that? 9:57. Yeah, we took it right before it really got gross. So I'm very happy with those two moves. No over trading this morning. No forcing any trades, which was fantastic. This guy, our second trade here, looking at it, we had a clear movement, but going into the 10 a.m. hour, it just couldn't sustain itself. Although there was some volume, we can see this little increase in volume here. But I'm happy with it. 2 for 2 this morning. Yeah, if you're just joining us on the stream, make sure to check out wingtrades.com. We will continue trading stocks and all sorts of goodies for the rest of the day here. But the stream is supposed to only go for about 30 minutes here, so we're going to cut it off. Thank you for watching, and we will see you bright and early Monday morning.